So this is a film that explores psychological and physical trauma through supernatural horror. What would you say this film says in particular when it comes to dealing with trauma?
Well, that we all deal with it and that it can be generational and that there's no escaping it, regardless of where one lives, whether you're in Stockholm or you're in Cispus Falls, Oregon, where this film is set. And it's an unfortunate byproduct of being a human.
Yeah.
But I'm telling a very human story that deals with some themes that I think allow me to hold up this dark mirror to all the fears and anxieties that we're dealing with here in America, which are probably quite universal.
Yeah. So you had Guillermo del Toro as one of your producers. What kind of support did you have from him and his horror mastermind?
Well, an incredible amount of support from Guillermo. I wouldn't have made the film if not for him, because he's a foremost monster and creature creator, and that's certainly not my forte. But from the design process all the way through execution, he was incredibly helpful. And marrying my sensibilities with Guillermo's, it's a miracle that any of it works, Patrick.
So speaking of creatures, how did the process of designing the creature in this film look like?
Well, we started with Guy Davis and some concept drawings. Guy works with Guillermo quite frequently. And really, we wanted to honor the Native American and First Nations mythology of this kind of antlered, deer-like creature, but we wanted to make it our own, to feel like it came from the Earth's crust, its core, its mantle, as though it emerged and was born out of a coal mine or an iron mine, the destruction that we are doing to our landscape.
Yeah.
And it emanates these embers. So we're paying homage to its roots in mythology, but making it our own.
Yeah, and it's a really cool design, I have to say.
Ah, great, thank you.
So what was it like working with the child actors, with this being such a dark and heavy story?
It was incredibly challenging when you have a 7-year-old and a 12-year-old boy who are really just still babies, and they're dealing with tough subject matter that would be tough for an adult actor. But as a parent, as a father, I wanted them to be incredibly comfortable. I kept reminding them that there's a big sandbox and we're creating make-believe, and this is fun. And, and they give performances that, whether they're 7 or 12 and they're not professional actors, that I think are as fine as anything I've seen this year.
Yeah, they're doing great work in this film. So Halloween is coming up. So I'm wondering, what is the scariest film you've ever seen?
Oh, that's a very good question. I love the horror genre. I would rank Nicholas Roeg's Don't Look Now up there, Friedkin's The Exorcist. I would also rank Ridley's Alien, and probably Kubrick's The Shining. All that deal with family tragedy in some way, maybe not Alien, but and some deal with the supernatural. And that's really why I made this film, to pay homage to the giants.
So now, having dipped your toe in the horror genre, would you like to do more horror films?
Oh, no question. I love the genre, and I love the challenges that it posts. And I'm now about to shoot a film that deals with a very young Edgar Allan Poe, who, as we know, is the godfather of horror fiction.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Scott, for talking to me. And
thank you, Patrick.
Day.
Yeah,
Thank
you too.